Okay, this is something I know that at least half of us don't do enough, and that is slow speed maneuvers. I'm one of them. I haven't practiced in months, but I got permission from Moto Jitsu to share some of his content, and I got his book, and it's just a whole bunch of practice drills, starting with white belt here. And I already got some of this set up. So we got the weave here. We're going to do around the outside here. On the outsides of the cones, they're spread out 15 feet, 3 foot apart. 3 foot gap. Well, I guess that would really be like 6 foot. Oh, I think I did this a little wrong. So I did do this a little wrong. It's 3 foot spacing in between the cones. I got 6 foot right now. But yeah, I thought I'd come over here. We'd come and practice a little bit. It's something I don't typically do enough. And being on a super sport, it is that much more difficult. But I want to practice. It's good for us. But yeah, got his permission to share this content, and we're just doing the white belt stuff. At least some of it. We'll take 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes to try out some of the drills. It is a really toasty, warm summer day in Texas right now. So we're going to do the weave exercise, and I've got the stopping exercise. I did the white belt and the blue belt. So from that cone to this cone is 18 feet. And then from that cone to this last one is 25. And that's, like I say it time and time again, the brakes is the most important thing that you can practice. And then we will try to attempt the parking space drills. Now it says 8 foot parking spaces, but these are 9 foot, so we'll make do with that. That gives us a little bit easier time, which I ain't gonna lie, I tried this the other week. I came out and I was only doing the parking spaces and the braking distance, but I was so sore and tight that, yeah, it was just terrible. That, and I haven't practiced in a really long time, so don't judge me too much. I had actually lost all progression in all of this. So I think what we'll do is we're going to practice for 5 or 10 minutes. It's kind of hard on the bike, especially on these hot days. So we'll practice 5 or 10 minutes, then we'll stop, let the bike cool down, and probably move on to something else. But we'll go and do the weaves first, and then come around, do the braking. Now for the braking, it's 20 miles an hour in second gear, and then by the time you stop, it should be within the designated cones that you're shooting for and in first gear. So let's do this. And hopefully the church doesn't get mad at me. I had some people pull up and they didn't say anything, but hopefully the parking lot stays empty for a little bit. Alright, let's try this. We'll go 3 foot weaves first, and all of this is Only clutch and throttle. Okay, that was fairly easy. I did have them set up at 6 foot spacing earlier. That would have been way more difficult. We'll do it again. So we'll go outside, 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 oh, outside. And you may look at it and like, oh yeah, that should be pretty easy, which yeah, it should be if you practice. But when you go and actually do this stuff, it's actually a lot harder than you would think. Outside, outside, probably carried too much speed. Outside. I'm not gonna make that. Oh, I think I barely just made it, but I didn't make that one. Okay. Get loosened up. And don't judge me too much. I actually haven't really practiced this in ages. We'll go in a little bit slower. So outside, 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 outside. Cool, we got it. Now, another thing that makes this so difficult is being on a super sport. Man, it's a lot more tougher than you would think, because yeah, you only got, I think I looked it up, something like 27 degrees of steering angle from side to side. So 27 this way and 27 this way. And then not only that, but you know, you got to kind of pull your elbows up so that way your hands don't get in the way, because if you're, you know, riding like normal like this, well, when you go to turn, your wrist gets in the way, which that's still kind of foreign to me. But let's do this again. We'll go through this one more time, and then we're going to go do the brakes. And the brakes is my favorite one. And I'll say this again, we are only focusing clutch and throttle. We are not using the rear brake at all, not for white belt. Go through this one more time, try to get my elbows up so that way I don't get spooked whenever I get to steering lock. Oh, that was a ton easier with a little bit more speed. Okay, so now we got to do 20 miles an hour in second gear, and we're going to do the braking exercise. And it seems like they got something going on this evening, so we may not get that much time to practice. Second gear, 20 miles an hour. And we stopped within the 18 feet. That's good. That wasn't a good stop either. I didn't even do a stoppie that time. And if you want to start out with only staying in first gear, you could do that. You know, if you're not too good at downshifting yet, or you have to think about it too hard, you know, just stay in first gear. The main thing is the stopping portion, not the downshifting portion. 20 miles an hour and stop. So that was good. We're stopping well before the 18 feet. We'll try it one more time. I'm not even getting a stoppie done right there. Last week I was able to do like probably like a 1 foot little stoppy, but I won't complain. I've never actually used these cones. I just got these cones. I kind of eyeball it. There we go. Now we got that stoppy. But the cones actually is making it a little bit easier because, you know, trying to fixate on one line, I feel like I was probably jumping the gun just a tiny touch. Okay, we'll do the stopping portion one more time. We're at 190 degrees on the bike, and I feel like 110 in my jacket. Oh, and I worked on the audio a little bit last weekend, which is why I didn't upload anything this week. So hopefully this works out a little better. You don't get to hear the bike near as much, but at least you can hear me talk when I get up past 50 miles an hour. So 20 and stop. Oh, I think I jumped the gun on that one. Okay, now we're gonna do the weaves, and this is the hardest part, I swear. So we got 9-foot parking spaces. We're going to go down one, skip one, and then come back down the next one, and then you'll skip one and come back up. So we're gonna zigzag in between, skipping every other parking spot. And it is actually a lot tougher than what it looks like, but let's see if we can get it done. And with the church, you know, parking lot being a little bit downhill, I kind of feel like it adds a little extra challenge, but you know, you can't always pick and choose what road you're going to be on for something to happen, you know. So, and also I'm going to try to work on getting my elbows up and being a lot more comfortable with turning the bars like this. And we're only going to work throttle and clutch, and don't judge me on my right hand turns, because I'm a lot more comfortable going that way than I am going to the left than I'm going to the right. So let's see if we can get this done. So clutch and throttle. Oh, put my foot down there. Get my elbows up. Oh, didn't quite make it on that one. Okay. Another lefty. Righty. This is working on a little bit of body position too, so the bike can lean. We're just hanging our butt off to one side. We got to get our eyes looking to where we want to go. Oh yeah, okay. One more left-hander. Get our eyes where we want to go. Bring up our elbows so we can get to lock. Ugh. Hang off the bike a little bit. Now, hanging off the bike, I feel like you shouldn't have to do that on white belt, but probably because I suck so bad, well, I'll try it out. Okay. Oh. That wasn't just too awful. Doing a couple of little things differently. We'll come over here, grab some shade. Let the bike cool down just a little bit. Cool ourselves down. It's pretty toasty. But yeah, The weaves, they're a little bit challenging, going a little bit faster. 7 or 8 miles an hour, I seen that it was getting easier than going super slow. Trying to get your elbows up a little bit and out of the way kind of felt a little better. What else? Braking, try to start out in second gear and go downshift before you get to a stop. That's the most important exercise. I'd say that's the most important over there. What else? Try not to, for these easier tasks, try to only use the clutch and the throttle. But yeah, I appreciate you checking out the video. Please subscribe and leave a like if you could. We will see y'all in the next one. Take care.